welcome to the New Millennium Culture Podcast. Your hosts are Hurt Alert, Marcel Rivers, King 8, and Just Al. Every Thursday, we will bring you a piece of reality with information on Black culture, news, and sports.
And we here.
Yes,
Hey.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What is going on, everybody? You know what I'm saying? We back for another episode of the New Millennium Culture Podcast. So today, you know what? Oh, my bad. We got to introduce ourselves first. You already know I am Hurt Alert.
I'm Marcel Rivers 21.
I am King 8.
All right. And hopefully pretty soon here we get Just Al
Bitch ass.
in. And then we got our guests coming in a little bit. Got some awesome guests in the day, man.
Facts.
It's gonna be lit, literally. It's litty. Hey, like I was saying if y'all joined the live, get your popcorn.
Get the
ready.
popcorn tonight because we ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
I don't got no popcorn.
Like
guys.
I said, if you want to pick between nacho cheddar,
Yeah.
or you can get white cheddar. I also got ranch too.
Okay. Put it in the comments, man. What y'all think is better and what he should eat on his popcorn. Put it in the comments.
I just got water.
He said I just got water. You know what I'm saying? I got to, I had a long day. Got the boat 24. You know what I'm saying? I got some body armor.
I just got water.
It's going down, man. It's gonna be a good show.
And I got some water. You know what I'm
If anybody know me, y'all know what I'm drinking on. Let's go.
saying? Yes, sir. All right. Let's get it cracking. All right. First thing I want to talk about today in the sports Hurt Talk Sports world is congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They won Super Bowl 55, which I kind of figured they would, and I definitely put some money on them. I'm sorry, I did not bet with the black quarterback. People were mad at me, but I went where I thought, the smart bet, which happened to be the best bet and what actually happened. But Tom Brady, he did a great job, but I'll give more credit to their defense. Their defense definitely held it down. And then plus, Patrick Mahomes was down three offensive linemen. So he was running for his life pretty much the whole game. I felt sorry for him, to be honest. Even Russell Wilson felt sorry for him. But then he said what he said later on after the game. So we'll see what that turns out to be later on as well.
I told y'all what the strategy was going to be because I said if y'all keep them linebackers on Kelsey double heel, ain't nothing else going to happen. Then nobody want to believe me talk about, oh, you can't man nobody up on Kelsey.
Yes, you can. Devin, you can with Devin White.
That's what I was trying to listen. I was trying to tell folk they didn't want to listen to me. Everybody just want to argue with the king, man. That's all.
Devin White run like a 4-4. You know what I'm saying? So he can keep up with anybody, pretty much.
Hey, this is my thing though. I'm gonna just keep it short. But I get Patrick Mahomes was running all over the goddamn field, but this is my thing. You in the NFL for a fucking reason. That means that the team NFL felt like you was top of the line from whatever school you played for, or they felt like they recruited you. You was top recruit out of hundreds of people that play college football.
Right.
You got one fucking job, and that's to protect your QB. I don't care if you second string is damn near next to first string. The person ahead of you just probably got veteran status on you, or he just outworked you at that particular season. There's no way that man ran that much whole entire game. Therefore, there got to be more, like, somebody got to be like, the coaching staff need to sit down and be like, what the fuck? And then let's talk about the defense. Just fucking horrible. Don't get me wrong. I get it. If your offense is 3 and out every goddamn other minute, you're not
gonna get tired.
You're gonna get tired. I get it.
Yeah.
But there's no man. I ain't even gonna put it on the defense. It's all about the offense. That offense, they had 2 touchdowns they could have scored, but they couldn't catch a goddamn ball.
Yeah, now
that changes the game. Like you got 2 touchdowns, that changes. So the Chiefs, I'm not gonna put that shit on Mahomes. I put that on the whole overall team, and they start need to look at the fucking line and that defense. The defense not bad. No motherfuckers just got tired. So
now I'm gonna say this one thing that I am gonna say real quick. Although yes, you're correct as far as you made it to the NFL, so you are the best of the best. It comes down to reps and chemistry, bro. You have to understand this season more than any other is so much harder for a second stringer to get those types of reps because you're barely practicing as a team as it is. So not only are you out of sync with the rest of the offensive line and the quarterback, you're not going against slouches. You're going against JPP. You're going against Shaq Barrett. You're going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, these aren't slouches by any means. So you're coming in out of sync with your own teammates, and you're going against some of the best pass rushers that are playing. I can't blame it all on them like that. Like, I mean, yes, you know, what are you gonna say, Hurt?
Yeah, now they that's a tall order to block them the people you just named.
Hey, I pay you millions of dollars to do one job, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Get your ass up there and do your job.
I feel what you're saying, but that's like somebody paying you $1 million and say, I need you to rush for 1,000 yards next year, Marcel.
All right, and I'm gonna do my best. Right, them niggas look like they did their best. Them niggas look like they just got their ass ran over.
But you don't know that though. You don't know that.
Hey,
I'm sure that they
had the brother man running for his life like he was fucking.
Now I will say this. Now they did have him running, but then he also said that like he started jumping the gun running after a while.
Man, if I see fucking 4 300-pound dudes come at me every goddamn play, what you think I'm gonna start doing after a while?
I understand that, but
if I'm walking the school and I'm getting bullied every day and I see one nigga on the corner, what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my ass around and I'm gonna go around the other way.
I get
survival mode.
I get what you're saying, but as a quarterback, you have to keep your composure. It's plenty of times where I felt like instead of running to the sideline, he could have stepped up in the pocket and made a good throw.
So do you feel like he got exposed as being the future GOAT?
I wouldn't say he got exposed. He just got a little rattled and they got thrown off their game plan, and then them dropped.
How you get rattled? It's your second year in the Super Bowl.
It happens. It happens, man. When you have so much success and you start to play, you start to struggle, you might get away from your A game.
How much money he got paid?
Now look, that contract, don't go off the final number of that contract.
Hey, look, what I just paid you, don't get rattled. Get your ass in that pocket and throw the fucking ball.
That contract ain't what it seems. That contract is not.
I don't know, Sil. I gotta stop you for 1 second.
I'm going ham tonight.
I see it and I love it. I love it. But you have to understand this ain't basketball and this ain't golf. He can't do it by himself. He's one man. He may be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now, but a great quarterback with no team does nothing. You of all people should understand this, Marcel.
So if he goes to the Detroit Lions, he gonna be the best player?
He could still be a great player, but with no team, you're not good.
With exactly.
So he don't have a team. So he don't have a team at all.
He didn't have a team that game. No. He had no team. No wide receivers were catching the ball the way they've caught the ball all season. The offensive line didn't block. The running backs didn't run. The defense didn't show up at all. He didn't have a team. He was making outlandish throws in midair, and they're just falling off of the receiver's hands. There's nothing more he can do because he's still putting the ball right where it needs to be. If they don't catch it, he can't do anything else. He can't catch the ball himself.
You need to listen to the mic'd up of the game. Bro, Tampa Bay was like, this nigga he's a magician. They were calling him a magician on Tampa Bay sideline. Like, how is he still doing these?
He's still making it happen. It's just his team wasn't supporting him.
Exactly. They was like, bro, I'm so glad they were dropping these passes.
Alone, man. I just thought I put my frustration with that game.
I figured Tampa Bay was going to win regardless. Tom Brady was on a mission. And then when he started talking to the Honey Badger like that, I knew it was over with.
What'd he say to him?
They were just going back and forth.
Look, I told y'all Brady going to always have Andy Reid's number.
They said when Brady does this, it's over.
yeah. Once he get into that mode, it's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
and
it's a wrap.
Tom didn't do a lot, but he was Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah, he
accurate as hell. Like you can't.
He wasn't magical or anything, but he did what he had to do.
Yeah. That's a fact.
And of course, Gronk scored the first touchdown. Of course.
Yeah.
Had to,
so for Brady, that makes his 7th NFL title.
Bad boys for life.
Right. And then this will make his they said 7th title, 4th Super Bowl MVP for Tom Brady. Regardless, that's ridiculous. This is Tampa Bay's 2nd title.
Yep.
But the crazy thing is, some people don't know, is that LaShawn McCoy is a back-to-back Super Bowl champ.
Yes, he is.
And did not touch the ball not once in neither one of them.
LaShawn McCoy pulled a Dennis Dixon.
Man. That boy is back-to-back Super Bowl champs and ain't touched the ball. But that's crazy, man. That is crazy. So we're going to move on. Congratulations to them again. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs, it might be a rematch next year, but we'll see. All right, on to the NFL. I want to talk quickly about congratulate Carmelo Anthony. He passed the big O, Oscar Robertson, to become the 12th on the all-time scoring list. A pretty big accolade there, becoming 12th on the list. I think he'll definitely end up in the top 10 by the time he's finished.
Dunbar, you've been my guy, man. But I can't. Don't start that. Don't start that. Y'all know never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone.
A former Steeler was gonna win a ring regardless.
And you're right. And honestly, I had them both at this point. So because that's 2 of the 3 beats. Like,
yep.
But
it won't be a rematch. Oh, I already know you're gonna say your Rams are gonna be in there next year. Since you got a new Ram on the show.
The Rams are gonna be just as ass as they always are. And he gonna be at home hurt like he always is.
Wild card.
Let's move on. I don't even want to get into that today.
Smart, my guy.
I got my popcorn.
But we ain't looking for that show. That's cool. Go ahead, Hurt.
Right. Like I said, congratulations to Carmelo, the real Melo. Let's stop calling the Melo Ball Melo. Okay. He is not the real Melo.
Y'all know what I'm gonna say. So
say it.
Melo.
Everybody can hear you. Say it.
Fuck all the balls. All of them. Fuck them.
You ain't shit.
Pause if needed, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
The younger generation be talking about Melo, and they talking about Lil Melo Ball. No, call him Lil Melo. He is not the real Melo. Stop it.
Call him a cat.
See,
I'm politically correct. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Put my tie on.
You know what? This next thing I want to mention real quick. I'm gonna jump in. It's sports, but it's a little political. I'm gonna step on your toes a little bit, Marcel. And I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the Dallas Mavericks situation with the national anthem. Yeah, I want to talk about that for a quick second.
All right.
So Mark Cuban, he had a meeting with Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA. He said, hey, because of everything was going on, they kind of had some issues there in Dallas. Hopefully everybody heard about certain things. Some people have been called racist, things have been done, blah, blah, blah. So he said to kind of, until they come to a collective agreement as an organization, they're not going to play. So far this season, they have not played the national anthem before any of their preseason or any of the home games. And they're going to continue that until they come to an agreement. So I want to know what you think about that. What y'all think about that?
So overall, the reason why they, for the most part, people outside of the business aspect, they look at it as I'm American, I'm a patriot, and that we should always honor our our fighters that fought in the war. Yes, I agree. Boom, salute them. Boom. But on the other side, people don't realize that how much money is put into pro sports as a recruitment tool for people to come to the army or the military. So it's kind of like propaganda, almost like how they used to do back in the day. And it's always been a tradition to keep it in sports. Me personally, I don't see what besides the business side of it, there's really no real reason why we need the national anthem in sports, especially with the NBA, when you have so many different backgrounds coming in and ethnic groups that come and play for the league, come from overseas, they come from Canada. But at the end of the day, the NBA is in America, so you should, represent your country. But when you bring in so many nationalities, it's kind of like, I can challenge that. Just like we want the Black national anthem played before games, and everybody want to get all uproar, but they don't understand the history behind it. But your league is predominantly Black. So I see both sides of it. I'm definitely for I'm more so like whatever the team chooses, I support it. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck the flag, fuck this and all that. But I do see both sides. But if you see the business side of it, if I'm a businessman and I pay you $1 million to do something, you better do it. And that's how I do look at it on the business side. But when I look at it as an African American, you need to play the Black national anthem, and you could play the American national anthem, and you need to play the Canadian national anthem. And they do it in hockey. Hockey plays the Canadian national anthem and the American national anthem.
Well, and Toronto do it as well. They play. The Raffles.
So that's my spiel on that.
I know Mr. Dunbar, he is a Dallas Mavericks fan. So that's why he's commenting like that. That is his team.
We don't care about Dunbar right now, man. He can just he's still in timeout. I ain't forgetting.
Oh wow, for the AB comment, huh?
Yeah, I ain't forgetting for that yet.
That's all right. But I kind of agree. I heard on another show that I watch pretty often. They kind of suggested that it should only be played at major events instead of, just the regular season games. So, I mean, I get it.
Or how about y'all just play it in the stands before the game gets started? How about that?
Yeah, I know some people, are a little up in arms about it, but because the NBA rule book says you have to do it. But I'm glad Adam Silver during this time is not enforcing that rule. He is leaving it up to the organization. And plus, Mark Cuban is technically a private owner as well. So it is different.
People didn't know. Everybody was jumping on gun like, oh, that's what he get. Like, he's a private owner, and that man is
exactly.
Rich.
So the NBA just can't slap whatever they want on him.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand that as well. But yeah, just to let y'all know. So I definitely just want to do a little quick spiel about that, and that's it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. That was all I have for the sports update. Hurt Talk Sports. Next, play the Black National Anthem, man. I totally agree, Stump. Totally agree. Next, we're gonna go ahead and swing it over to King 8.
All right, so few things in hip hop news. First and foremost, it's Super Bowl related, but it's hip hop related. 50 Cent. I don't know if y'all heard. 50 Cent Super Bowl after party got an airport hangar's lease canceled for his party, violating COVID safety protocols. You can't throw an epic party and cause a business to lose their lease, man. You owe them a new lease. You owe them a building at this point. Like
that party was jumping.
I mean, I'm sure it was, but I'm just like it's an airport hangar.
Did they cancel that parade that was going on for Brady and them?
No,
it was on boats.
Oh, it was on boats.
Yeah, you didn't see where Brady threw the Super Bowl trophy.
Right. And
how many people he was lit too.
And how many people was on the boat on each of those boats?
But do we know if they had masks?
No, it's live. Everybody was no mask. It was 10 plus people on each boat. CDC says 10 or under on a group. So come on, I don't give a fuck if they champions or not. You ain't gonna pick and choose. Well, I guess when.
But we know what it is. We know what it is. But I will say this: on top of that, you have to think you have people who are in an exposed environment versus an enclosed hangar. There's a slight difference, right? Yeah. You can act a little bit fool when it's open outside. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Y'all are, granted, it's an airport hangar, but if it's that big to where you lose your lease, you can only imagine the number of people that are there.
So how many niggas coughed on the boat?
I mean, but you're only affecting that boat.
Yeah, and then when everybody get off the boat and walk on the dock, how many people?
I mean, that's the same danger you take whenever you go to the grocery store.
That's my point. So y'all shut down a party, a celebration party because of what? Because of his name? So what if Tom Brady decided to throw a big ass party like that? Would y'all have shut it down?
Tom Brady's smarter.
Of course not.
Tom Brady's smarter than that.
Come on, Jeremy.
I mean, I love what you're saying, but
don't give him that. No.
It's Tom Brady, man.
No, absolutely not.
Tom Brady can do whatever he wants to.
And Gronk gonna be right there with him talking about something.
Turn up with his shirt off.
With his shirt off. Like, yup.
And unrelated, but I know y'all see how sauce Brady was.
Oh, he was.
Hey, I agree with you. I'm like, shit. I'm like that on the Tuesday. Shit.
Hey, Brady was.
That boy had the wobbly legs.
Brady was slizzed. But moving on, number 2, and this one, the lady's gonna cry for this one. Rihanna is temporarily closing her luxury Fenty house.
What?
No,
yeah,
she's not closing.
No, and the company.
The company is the contract. They decided not to go forward with it because her sales weren't great.
Yep. I don't think it's gonna stay. It's gonna come.
Her designers suck. I mean, her designer sucked. The lingerie was great, but overall, her designer wasn't that great.
Right. But listen, this is not the last that you're going to see the Fenty line. I can almost promise you it's going to come back.
I know, but that Fenty line sexy as fuck.
It has to be reworked for sure. It definitely has to be.
I watched it y'all on Amazon. I was like,
I bet you did.
I licked my lips a couple times.
I bet you did.
My wife sat right there too, and she licked her lips too. So I was happy.
Hey, there you go. There you go. And
it's a win-win for everybody.
Last but not least, this one and anyone, all of us can enjoy this. And I know there are millions who are excited. BET. Y'all know what BET did?
They bring it back. Comic View on BET.
Not just that.
Laugh on.
Hey.
They bringing back BET Uncut.
Yes, sir.
No, they're not.
For a week. For Valentine's Day.
I need a tip drill.
They bringing it back. Yes. So BET.
I'm about to have to eat extra popcorn. Hold on, I gotta eat. Right. Hold on, look, I'm getting hurt. Like,
listen.
I'm gonna have a bag of 2 bags.
Their numbers is about to go through the roof. You hear me?
Hey,
we've been waiting on this since we was yay high.
It might not be your ass.
So
first off, some of them videos were shot in Rolling Acres Mall.
I got six debit cards now, so I'm swiping.
Not 6.
This dude.
But yeah,
get your swipe. Get your swipe on.
I'm looking forward to that. That's all I have as far as my hip hop updates. I do want to take a great segue into the album of the week. Album of the week this week is Sessions from the City by King Word, another Ohio artist. You know what I'm saying? Hert's gonna pull that up for you. While he's pulling that up,
man.
You said what?
I checked it out.
It's lit for real, man. Honestly, my favorite song is Home State. That's number 1.
Hey, Home State is
my guy he's got something to say. So if y'all are into real lyricism and hearing the message with some dope beats, please check him out.
It was definitely, I enjoyed it.
Please check him out. It's definitely
Home State is definitely and what make it so much better is the sound bite at the end with LeBron.
That was the best part.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm just a kid from Africa.
And y'all know I ain't even the biggest LeBron James fan. So if I say it, it's got to be good.
Yeah, I mean he got a song with Jordan soundbite and the Kobe where he hit 60.
I wonder how much he had to pay for them sound bites.
I don't know.
Or did LeBron just say, "Hey, support black music"? He said, "Go ahead."
Right.
I mean, he might have. You never know.
You never know.
He might have.
I ain't gonna lie. It's nice. Hopefully he's watching. I know I talked to him earlier this week. Oh.
Salute to my guy, man. If y'all get in touch with him, tell him to contact me. We can.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Business.
Oh yeah, actually he's that's funny. He's moving to Tampa, but he said he in the studio. He working on another one. So
another one.
We gonna see.
Tell him to contact me. But that's all I got today. I think we're gonna swing it over to Sale. You got something to say?
Hold on. You know what? Since we gonna have to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
Since just all ain't here.
Fuck him.
Go ahead and let's run with the kicks.
Let's run with the kicks. Y'all want to say what it is, or y'all want me to say what it is?
Go ahead, man.
So the shoes of the week, man, we ran with the Super Bowl 12 lows. If you ask me, they just the flu game lows with some gold hits. I do like the inside of sock liner with the colors. I know you can't really see it. The confetti is lit. I like that aspect of it. But if you ask me, those are really just the flu game lows with the gold accents on it. Stop.
Yeah, and I like the everybody. I know you can't see it on this picture. It got the area code on the back tab.
Mm-hmm.
That's raw.
Those are definitely. I did not grab them. I thought about it, but I'm not a fan of lows all like that, man.
Yeah,
like,
no, not
most
not
of my
all.
12s are summer shoes, and I feel like I'm not the tallest guy out here, y'all. I can't be having on low top shoes and shorts. I feel like that just looks weird to me. So I didn't pick them up, but they're definitely a lit shoe, if you ask me, in my opinion. But definitely look just like the flu games, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I believe.
I just want to say that those shoes are ugly as fuck, and it looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger wore them motherfuckers back in Jingle All the Way when he was a superhero.
You're not going first. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
You're gonna refer to him as Turbo Man. You're not gonna disrespect.
My bad. Because it's like Turbo Man done wore them shits.
Turbo Man was lit though. So if Turbo Man wore them, I definitely wear them. That's
Turbo Man was not lit, bro.
I feel as if Jordan knew Tampa Bay was gonna win and he made these shoes for them.
Conspiracy.
Facts.
It can't be conspiracy because both teams have red, so it could have went either way.
No.
Yes.
But he has the Tampa orange and the area code on the back tab.
Hey.
Now, if it wouldn't have had that on there, then I could have went for both.
Nope.
But he had the Tampa orange and the area code.
Nope.
So
nope. I'll buy it. But still, I can't do that. And I seen Stump's comment. Stump.
Hey, don't worry. We gonna bring it up.
Just hold on. That.
Yeah, just hold on.
Just hold on. We're going home. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kicks of the week, man. That's what we're gonna do. So now we're gonna swing it to sales. You still go over there with the nacho cheese?
Now I killed the nacho cheese, y'all. Popcorn is gone. But y'all already know I got something to say. Definitely, I'm gonna sweeten it up just a little bit this week, but just some stuff that's been on my mind. With the pandemic that's going on and everything, I just want people to realize, like, at some point we have to stop thinking that the government is going to financially secure us to the bag, because they're not.
Never.
We have to, as Black people or African Americans, we have to start holding ourselves accountable and each other financially to get to the next point. If you want to get some food stamps for a few months, 6 months, or whatever, short term, do that. You want to use health insurance, any type of welfare, do that. But use it for short term, get on it and get off. We're doing too much of using the welfare system for a long term, and then we get so accustomed to that lifestyle that we don't want to move on, or while we on Section 8 or while we on income base, we don't want to go to school or get a trade or work on getting a business or whatever we need to do to increase our income, so that way we can move forward and we can break that generational curse. if we display the same things over and over and over, it's just continue to move on from generation to generation. If you was on Section 8, then the next generation was on Section 8, then the next. And by all means, I'm not saying that it's wrong to be on Section 8 or anything. What I'm saying is we need to break the negative impact that we have on the next generation.
Facts.
So with that being said, I'm going to introduce some good people that's going to teach us about finances. We have a bunch of questions and we need to learn about being financially lit. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the financially lit team in the building.
What's going on?
Welcome.
Thank you guys for having us. I'm solo tonight though. Brian, he had a little circumstance. He's a father now, his first child with his wife, and they're kind of still adjusting to that. So it's gonna be me tonight. So bear with me. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all wanted to ponder me with some questions, but be nice, okay?
We coming. We coming.
But thank you. I appreciate you guys invited us on y'all platform to discuss financial literacy. It's definitely something that needs to be discussed in our Black community, something that needs to be in the school systems. And we just want to be that resource.
Love it.
Definitely. Let's go ahead and
kick
this off. Go ahead, Marcel.
So tell us exactly like what is your mission and what is the objective for the Black community?
Okay, I'm gonna go into like how we just started, because the story is crazy in itself. We started out just reading books, and we'll read books and we'll hookah. I know Marcel knows we have a hookah business for Get Up Hookahs, but we will hookah. I invite a couple people over. We'll hookah and we'll talk about the book that we're reading at that moment, and we were really just reading financial literacy books. So we were reading like Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon, and every week we'd come together and talk about what that book said to us in those chapters and how we was demonstrating it in our everyday lives. And man, the stuff that we was just coming up with and saying, and we was seeing how much it was changing our lifestyle and our finances. We was like, yo, like, why hold this information? You know what I'm saying? This is why we don't progress in our community, because we hold everything in. We get better for ourselves, but we don't get better for the next. So that's when we decided to come up with Financially Lit. And it's just based off of us reading books. We're like the people that do the homework for you. And then we come together and we put it on our podcast and we tell y'all what we got out of those chapters and how we put those things into our everyday lives. And since then we've expanded, man. We've put together Financially Lit Fair, where we ask the people in our community to come out and gravitate to the different resources in our community, such as credit repair experts, mutual funds. Northwest Mutuals came out, realtors to talk about home ownership, people that are in the real estate industry as far as flipping houses or in those situations like that, stocks, forex traders. We had all types of resources to come out to show our people how you can get to the bag and how to take that and progress into establishing generational wealth for your family. So our mission overall is to help our people. When people have questions, not only do we just go and do the homework and come back with stuff, we tell them the different people that can help them, and we set up consultation meetings. We go with them for the first consultant meeting, and from there they take it from there, all free of charge.
That's awesome. And I remember I don't know how long ago, it might have been over a year ago, maybe almost 2 now. I remember I had like I tried to create like a financial group on Facebook, and I remember you came in, you was like, yeah, let's do it. But then I remember like right about that time you and your team started, doing Financially Lit. So I was like, I'm gonna pull back, and then if they want to take over the group, go ahead and do it, because that was my goal ultimately. Like somebody got to be able to. I believe in once like you got all these millionaires that's just they're rich, they're established, and sometimes they can forget where they come from. But if you have somebody that's still on the same level, like how we're doing on the podcast or how you're doing with Financially Lit, we can all teach each other and provide the resources that we can get. I think we attract more people. It's good to look at people that are famous and that's rich. And to me, that's like a fantasy. That's like, it's reality. We can make it, but it's still not realistic to what we live in as maybe middle class, upper class, or lower class people that's just trying to make it on a daily life. So what are we doing to be successful in our own way? So I feel like what y'all doing is perfect for what the community needs, because they need to see somebody that might be in the same level as them, but they're doing something just a little bit more, and you can help them succeed in a different way other than watching Ocho Cinco say, hey, this is how you deal with money. He got $1 million that he can invest in right now. But how do you invest in having a $30,000 salary, and how do you become more financially set with that amount, so yeah, that's what.
Yeah, you know what, Marcel, although I don't remember the conversation because so much has happened since then.
Yeah,
there is still ways that we can still do that. So let's not hold up on that dream. We can execute. We can always execute. I'm always willing to collaborate and do things.
Oh no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. Y'all got it. Y'all good.
Yes, we do.
We can come up with something though. We can come up with something. I honestly, it'd be so much going on, and I get so many like inboxes and DMs about different inquire on different type of business moves to make. So we probably did have that conversation. And if we can still try to do something, if it's not financially lit, something outside of that, maybe collabing, doing something together. We are more than willing.
Yeah,
that's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna grow.
We're gonna definitely we're currently building a network, because the whole new Millennial Culture Network is gonna be something bigger than what we're doing right now, and we definitely gonna talk. We got some things in the works. We build it from here on up. So you'll definitely hear us about that. But I'm gonna let the other guys take over and see what I know they got a bunch of questions, especially Hurt. He got a tie on today.
He does. Go ahead, Hurt.
He got business today.
Yeah, man, get your popcorn ready. But a thing that I've been doing for the past, I would say, about 2 years now, I've been on my own financial journey. And one of the questions I have is, one of my goals. Let me say my goal first and foremost before I ask the question. My goal is to. I heard this and I agree with it. If you have to still get up and work, you're not wealthy. And I kind of agree with that statement, because the elite, I don't think all of them actually get up every day and grind and do something. They make their money work for itself, basically.
Okay.
And that's my goal, is to have my money working day and night, whether I'm doing something or not. And the thing is, a big thing I've been doing is passive income. Now, is passive income important, or what's your thoughts about passive income?
Most definitely. You always want to set yourself up so, like you said, allow your money to work for you. A lot of I like to tell people, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. And then once you invest in yourself, don't be afraid to reinvest in yourself. You want to. My mentor tells me you need about 7-8 side hustles just to be cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get to this level, you're gonna need at least 7-8 side hustles. So I kind of do agree with what you are saying as far as allowing your money to work for you. As far as getting up and working, I mean, I work. I work a 9 to 5, and I have 3 other side hustles. You know what I'm saying? But all of it is work. You know what I'm saying? I don't just wake up and it just something got to be done for that day in order for me to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's in stocks. You know what I'm saying? When I wake up, I do my homework on stocks, and then after I make my little plays, then I watch the money grow, and then I wake up the next day and I done made so much money overnight. You know what I'm saying? So initially it does take work, but I can definitely see down the line where your money is just working for you at that point. But initially, it definitely takes your foot on the gas. You have to put on the gas.
Right. So you actually answered like another question on mine. So since you did that, I'm gonna go a little into it. As far as stocks.
Thank you, because I was going.
What me personally, I've been concentrating on like ETFs and dividend stocks.
That's a good one. Dividend stocks is really, really good.
What suggestions do you have about stocks, and what's your thoughts about it? The stocks and the stock market?
I think it all depends on your personality. Because you got the day traders; those are the ones they in and they out. They in and they out. Like they probably trade from like 9 to 12 p.m. and then they done.
Yeah,
they taking
serious.
everything out and they serious with it. But I've seen people make crazy money off just day trading. Then you got the swing traders that are hopping in to see what it do for a couple weeks to a month, you know what I'm saying, over time. And then they'll make their moves from there. Then you got the long term that's just, I'm going to invest in Amazon, I'm going to invest in Tesla, then I'm just going to let it sit for 10, 20 years, you know what I'm saying, and see what happens. Right. Then you have the dividends, like you said. I think dividends it pays for your lifestyle over time. So that's passive income. You can invest in something today and literally let the dividends, but I say like with dividends, they pay you monthly or quarterly, annually. A lot of people take those dividend payments and take it out instead of letting it go back.
I reinvest.
And reinvest in it. If you reinvest in it over time, oh my goodness, you can literally, that could be a retirement right there. Literally 10, 15 years from now, you know?
Definitely.
But I'm not I'm working on a day trade. I work though, so I have multiple things going on, but I'm more so a swing trader.
Okay.
And I'm on them penny stocks. I'm all penny stocks over here.
She the Wolf of Wall Street, basically.
Hey, no, the penny stocks, yeah. People sleep on the penny stock.
My mentor made 6 figures last year off penny stocks.
Yeah, them penny stocks are serious. They are serious.
I feel like why invest? Okay, for let's say someone that want to invest in Tesla probably like what, $8.20 a share right now.
Yeah,
for one share, $820, right? I can get for $820 a penny stock, 30 cents. Oh, that's thousands of shares. When that shit, I'm sorry, I don't want that. When it hit $1, oh, I'm gone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like I was gonna say, just this past week, it's been some things that then jumped out the roof.
For the past couple weeks, it's been crazy. Amazon, GameStop, all that stuff it's been crazy. It's kind of funny though. Like I like how us little people have to not hack the system, but we manipulated what they already do to us.
Exactly.
If you guys know what happened with like Reddit, the Reddit forum and hedge funds. What happened was they were shorting the stock prices to go down. And what Reddit was doing, we were all coming together. We the little people, we all coming together saying buy into these stocks, and that's when you see GameStop hitting like 400 a share.
Man, it didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense, and we all knew it didn't make sense. But the fact that it happened, it was like, whoa!
It worked. We fought the system.
They fought the system.
But yeah, my cousin, my uncle, they got into it. They did well with it, and they jumped in, jumped out.
And that's the ones that you jump in and jump out. Right there, when I looked at it, I was like, it didn't make sense overall. I'm like, man, this don't make sense. If I hop in this by the morning, it's gonna be, I just know it's gonna be negative or something. But it went on for what, 4-5 days?
Yeah, it was almost a week. But of course, when the big players in the game, when they betting against that, you know they're gonna shut it down. Eventually,
they I still think all them people that bought in, a lot of people haven't hopped out. They still buying in. So
yeah, I don't know about that. It went down too much now.
Yeah, but that's what people do. They buy the dips. You know what I'm saying? Expecting it to grow, and then, you know what I'm saying, they profit even more over time. So it just depends on. I'm not worried about GameStop. I ain't invested that. I was cool on it.
Yeah, no, me either.
So my question for someone who I don't trust the stock market. So stocks is not my thing. What are some other avenues that, say, someone who's just getting started on a financial journey to building wealth, whether it's passive or just multiple streams of income, what are some of the best tips that you could give to someone that's just getting into it as far as ways they can maximize their money?
Can I ask why? Like, why you don't like? Is it trading overall, or is it just trading stocks?
I don't know enough to feel comfortable to do it. And I feel like there's a lot in the back end that even if you learn to a certain extent, there's information that's withheld that would keep you from actually surpassing a certain number to actually become extremely wealthy to a certain extent, without having to really, for lack of a better term, invest half your life into trying to win. Right. I'm not betting all on black. I don't put all my cards on the table for one hand of blackjack. You feel me? So to me, I feel like maybe at this point in life, trading isn't the best bang for my buck, only because I'm still trying to do so much with my money. It's spread thin already. So taking away from that is going to do more harm to me, whether I win or lose. So I kind of stand away from that.
And that's completely understandable, because, you know, trading is not for everyone. There are definitely other alternatives. Mutual funds, money market accounts, is one. I would say, I mean, I see a lot of shoes back there. You know,
that's all green screen filter. That's not real. That's not.
Oh, no, that's real. That's real. That is real. Don't let him fool you.
That look like a business back there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's a full investment right there.
That's an investment right there. So I think you can always find something. You know, even with Financially Lit, we've grown to where now we trying to find different things within Financially Lit to fund our company. So Marcel got on our hoodie right now. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to do that. I didn't know how to do that worth nothing as of June 2020. That's when I started making our merch. And that was just another way, because we're nonprofit. That was a way for me to kind of find a way to fund how our setup, our studio setup, mics, cameras, just giving back to the community, putting on events. Those was different ways for me to find other ways to invest in our company. And then we have something else coming out for stocks. And it's kind of going to be like a video coursework thing. Courses is always good. Whatever you're good in, create a course. People pay to learn. Yes, create a course. People pay to learn. And I would say whatever your worth is, charge that times 20% plus 20%, because man, the information, unless you like Financially Lit and you want to just get a game for free, we want to get a game for free because no one ever did it for us. We had to find it on our own. But for if you got a course for like your sneakers or something like that, like how to make money off of sneakers, people gonna buy that.
But so it's interesting that you say that, and nobody ever taught us. And I just want to hold y'all just for a second on that, because y'all already know I be doing my research and reading stuff. So I just want to put out some facts. Like,
come on, facts.
So there was a research that was done on African Americans about what we know and what we don't know when it comes to financial literacy. And it stated that there are 8 categories that you should know when it comes to being financially lit. It has earning, consuming, insuring, saving, investing, borrowing, managing debt, comprehending risk and uncertainty. And with that, it said, with that test, it said only 38% of the answers were answered correct by African Americans, compared to 55% of white people. our best score was in borrowing money and managing debt. And that was discouraging to me because we all know in the Black community, we got what in the community? A liquor store, payday loan, and McDonald's. So, and then it says that what the key roles that play is our formal education, which you just said we were never taught. And then in most households that learn about financial literacy is very low. So then it put, I got a second page. Sorry, y'all. So it gave an example. This amazed me how far we're still behind. So it said in America, it gave an example that the gap for white Americans, they might have 630,000, not in income, just assets total. But for us as African Americans, we'll only have 98,000. And then the fact was that the median Black household in America is 45,200 to white Americans 142,500, which makes a big difference because when you have enough money to invest, that's where you get to learn all the extra stuff. So I wanted to just read that out loud because that amazed me on how we lack. And it's not like we doing it on purpose. Let's say we don't want to know. It's just the lack of resources that's in our community.
We behind the 8 ball, man.
I think we were conditioned to work a job and save. And the way we save is to just put it in a bank account where it don't accrue no interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because I was just talking to my mother about it today, and we're talking about like over time, each generation kind of progresses a little bit when it comes to financial literacy, but not as much. So, for instance, my grandmother, it's always been about a job, and to them, working at Jeep or Chrysler was it. You the thing. You know what I'm saying? You rich pretty much. Like you made it from poverty of where she grew up. They came up from the South and they was poor.
Yeah.
So with her, she told my mom, you know what I'm saying, keep a job, go to school, get education, blah, just skippy. Now when my mom could raised us, it's sort of the same way, know what we want to do in life, get a job, go to college. But my parents also taught us how to invest in ourselves early on. If we wanted to do something, they supported us 1,000%. I remember my sisters was selling like chips in grade school, chips, candy. They was making the boondoggle stuff. Like I'm selling CDs. I was making CDs when I was in junior high. Like we were just doing stuff like that. But that taught us how to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, but we definitely being financially led is definitely difficult because even for me, my mom worked. She worked her butt off. My dad, he did his thing. Everybody, they worked and they did what they were supposed to, do. There? But I was always, we still here. And I was always told to go to school. Education is key. But then I hit 26, 27, and I hit that financial hardship, and I really had to sit back and think about what the hell am I doing financially. So I had to look back at my debt and my wife's debt and realize, like, damn, we scratched the student loans and scratched medical. We were still 40,000, 45,000 in debt combined. So 2 years ago, that's when I decided, I was like, man, we about to sit back and pay all this off. Like, I don't care if it's zeroed out. They always say, when you pay it off, leave it on your credit, show it's paid off. I was like, screw it. So that's what I did. So all of 2019, we paid off $42,000 in debt. And the only thing we have on our credit is credit cards that are currently current and student loans that are current. And we got 2 cars that are current, but we don't have no negative. We don't have no payday loans that we took out when we were 18. We don't have no more of those them garnishments that they was getting us for. Everything's paid. So anything that we might be behind, it might just be $25 minimum payment on a credit card, which we don't do that anymore either. We pay that shit like it's shelter. We always say shelter come first. I pay the credit cards like that too. Like before I put gas in the car, I need $25 or more on my goddamn credit card. So I don't the negative remark on my credit. I treat my credit now like it's a goddamn savior in my life, which it is. Which goes into one of our fans' questions. They asked, the question is, how do I pick fund choices for my 401k plan? And the other one was, how do I invest with my 401k? It was like a two-part question.
Okay. So one, 401k is basically retirement investment offered by your employer. It's tax advantaged. The money you put over time basically lowers your taxable income. So I would say like different things to invest. It also depends on your employer too. Some of them offer different maybe stocks or funds that you can. It just really depends on what the employer is offering. But ETFs, stocks, mutual funds, money market accounts, Roth 401k, which is already taxed. You know what I'm saying? So when you pull from your investment, you don't got to pay taxes on that. So that's always a good one. For me, I treat my 401k. I have two setups. So I have one through my employer, but you have to think of that like it's an apartment. You know what I'm saying? That you're not going to be living in forever. You know what I'm saying? At one point, you may leave that job, and then you may have to make arrangements to put your 401k somewhere else. So I have one through my employer, and I also have one through, thanks to Jonathan Wheeler at Northwestern Mutual. We set up something there, and I literally 5% go here, 5% go here, 5% go here, 5% go here. You know what I'm saying? And that's weekly from my paychecks. My money is always going somewhere. Because what I'm gonna do with it? Spend it on something stupid. You know what I'm saying? We go out and kick it. We buy what people be in the clubs buying bottles that can go towards your 401k. You know what I'm saying? And it's best to do it early. The earlier the better.
I know a guy that right now, my boy, I don't know if you know Aaron Bonner, but I believe that him and Kels, Kels is like my brother, so in Toledo, and he does real estate. But I believe that they pulled, 401k a little bit out. They bought a duplex in Toledo, and then they just have to pay it back in a certain amount of time. And I think they only got, they were pretty much paid it off. But then I believe that Aaron, and he lives in Dallas now. I think he just bought a duplex in Dallas now. And so now they got two duplexes, but I think Chris did it like a few times. I believe he has he got like 3-4 properties now doing that. Like put his money back in, take it out, do it again, take it out, do it again.
Yeah.
And now this man is having multiple assets because of his 401k.
Yeah, I do know that sometimes it really honestly just depends on your employer. That some get penalized for taking out early. Mine's match, you know what I'm saying? So whatever I put in, my employer matches. So that's like a double whammy for me. But then I have a money management account, you know what I'm saying? I have a Roth account, so I can pull from those anytime. But my 401k, I ain't pulling from that just yet.
Yeah.
But people do that, and they say, but it's planned out. They know what they're gonna do. They know how this gonna pay for that. So like you said, he put it into real estate, and then that real estate put it back into it. So he was cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that luxury.
And okay. So then the next question was, what's the difference between a fixed rate and adjustable rate on mortgages?
Fixed rate on mortgages is the same monthly. I'm sorry, my wife just talking. So basically, your interest rate remained the same for the remainder of the life of that mortgage. And then adjustable, they kind of change over time from a period of time. A lot of people do kind of, if the person that's asking the question is looking for like what's the advantage, some people will consider fixed to be more of like a better outcome because based on how like rates fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? It could be higher at one point, but you still got that same low interest rate, so you good. And then as far as for budgeting, it's predictable what you're gonna pay in your mortgage. So those are the difference. Fixed is it just stays the same interest rate through the remainder of the entire of the loan, and then adjustable. What was it? I'm sorry. Adjustable rates, you could just change it over time for a certain period of time. I hope that answered this question.
Oh yeah, hopefully they listening on YouTube or Facebook, so that way they can get there. I tagged it so they know their question was popped up.
Right. And if y'all need questions about certain resources, man, we'd take you directly to the person. Like for the mortgage questions, I would have took you straight to Dorian Alexander, of Danbury Real Estate. I would have took you to Christopher Lett. He flips houses and stuff like that. We have somebody for somebody always if we can't answer all the questions, because we're still learning too as we go.
Of course. I think I got one more question somebody asked. What are some good websites for personal finance basis for consolidation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one. 3E Management Solutions is I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Galen Hughes, man. He's amazing when it comes to those type of topics. He tell you exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Or he might just service you himself and do it himself. But you talking about just the basics of just financial consolidation with credit cards, or just basic financial?
I think they mean just like personal finance, just in general. So whatever they're through.
Oh my God. I learned a lot of stuff through books more so than websites. Like I go in podcasts. So like Earn Your Leisure, I learned a lot from that.
Oh man,
books. I love Earn Your Leisure. Master P. Them people I listen to on a regular. I don't really go on like certain websites. You could, if you do want to do like websites, they have like wisebread.com. But some books would be like Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon, or Get a Financial Life by Beth, I believe it's Beth Coberland, or something like that. But I learned a lot through books and like Earn Your Leisure and Master P and Dame Dash. I love listening. I can listen to them all day.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, to Master P with I think his reviews or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are nice, man.
Yeah.
See, I know you mentioned Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Must read for everybody.
I see that I read it as well, but I watched their YouTube channel and they did chapter 3 and 4, minding your own business. And one of the things that I quoted that y'all put, they said, you're working 9 to 5, but what are you doing after 9 to 5? And they said, go ahead on, don't go home and not work hard. Go home and work for yourself. And that stuck deeply in my head. Like, that's right. Like you working 9 to 5. And I've done that, like, especially when you have kids after 9 to 5, you be like, all right, I'm tired. Like, I'm just gonna chill, man. But then I think about other days, like I know tomorrow I coach, so I know I'm motivated. I'd be like, all right, I'm about to go coach my boys. I got to do it. But I never sit back and really be like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I know for a long time, like everybody been telling me, like I need to start my own nonprofit. Like I got the knowledge to work with the community. I know what to do. And Down, I know you hit me up the other day and about the going on in the clubhouse, and I was like, I'm gonna come because I got a lot to say. And then I finally this week I was like, all right, I decided. I was like, man, I'm gonna just start my own nonprofit. I know what I want to do. I just got to get it out my head now and put it on paper. So when I saw that, when I listened to y'all YouTube and y'all said that, I was like, all right, these are signs that's telling me to go in the right direction and start investing in myself and in my circle. I believe in investing in my circle as well. I feel like King Gate, Hurt, them my brothers. So I feel like whatever I'm about to do, I always like hit them up or I send them a text where I be like, hey, Hurt, and this is what I'm thinking. This is what we gonna do. Because I feel like it takes a team to really be successful. Like, like anytime you see business people, you don't see too many people really, really doing it on their own. You always see like, I had a friend, I had this support, I had the resources. There's always somebody, regardless of who name is in. I believe in, especially in the Black community, you want to do it together. And I think with like being financially lit, sometimes the Black community, we can be financially selfish within one another. It's always trying to get up on, be on top of the other person. Like you want to drop 50s and stuff down your arm, but you're not really trying to invest into your community or help the next person. You want to just be selfish. And it's just like, dude, you don't see white people talking about some, man, look how much money I got. They talking about the next building they about to open up as an investment.
And
you heard me. Yeah, like a lot of like what you said based on our YouTube, that's coming from our personal experience, off of us reading those books. So yes, I would have 1,000 things running in my head and I would not write it down. My wife be like, write it down. Like you are like all these ideas, you could be pressing the gas on it and you just clouding it. And when you're thinking of one thing, then you're thinking of another thing, then you're thinking of another thing, and then now you don't even know how to, everything's just messy. So yes, write it down. Another thing was fear. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, man, if I jump out here, I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know how it's gonna be. And it hit 2020. I'm like, man, forget it. I'm about to just do it. And luckily for, you know what I'm saying, for Financially Lit and my other business endeavors, we've been doing great, man. It's a blessing.
Yeah, 2020 definitely should have kicked everybody in the ass and be like, look, whatever
Spark fire under my ass.
Yeah, me too. Whatever you want to do. Like I had stuff started before then, but when that happened, I was like, yeah, I gotta go 110%.
Yeah.
Because luckily I kept all of my jobs, luckily. But I know some people that didn't have that same luxury. So
right, facts. Exactly. And we seeing how, you know what I'm saying, how COVID really did. I mean, if y'all, I mean, I don't know if you guys like really paid attention, but I've seen so many like businesses flourish, like just people just like, you know what, I always been good at this, I'm about to do it. And they would just they was doing it, whether it was making clothes, whether it was making food, whether it was wholesaling and reselling, they was doing something. You know what I'm saying? They was doing something. And I like to see our community like, you know what, I know I'm about to invest in myself. I can do this. If they can do this, I can do this. We had situations to where, like I told you, we provide resources to people, and we set up consultation meetings with whoever the business owner is and whatever resource they need. And they'd be like, really? Why? Like, what, y'all do that? Y'all do all of that? Yes. What does it hurt us to do it? You know what I'm saying? If you want to see your people win, if you want to see your community get out of debt, that's just what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we all win. You know what I'm saying? If me doing this is gonna help you get to the next level, we all win.
Yeah. It's gonna come back around.
It'll
definitely come back around.
Oh yeah.
One thing I wanted to say, and like I said, I listened to a few of the people you said earlier, and they spoke on, you know, how other cultures and ethnicities, how they work together as a group and invest, and how they keep their dollar in their community. I'm not gonna lie to you, my neighborhood is a new gas station just built. And I just went in there one night just to see who the owners were. And of course, it wasn't us.
Yeah, but you knew what it was. You knew who they are.
Of course,
you knew goddamn well we don't buy no goddamn gas stations, except for the black people in Florida that bought the black women that bought those gas stations down in Florida. Did y'all read about that?
Check I read about that. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna find that article and I'm gonna put it on our page so people know. Like, it's a lot of black businesses that's happening. We just don't get promoted because we don't promote ourselves unless the person is like popular, or if everybody is sharing it. We don't share what's not popular. We only share we only follow the trends. That's it.
Right. Or you gotta be a family member.
We as black people are not poor. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know what to do with our dollar. If we was poor, none of the businesses would be in our neighborhoods. The liquor stores wouldn't be there. The corner stores wouldn't be there. The gas stations wouldn't be there. It'd be Chinese restaurants in our neighborhood. Like, there's money in there, and they know that. We just think of ourselves as broke because we don't see the power in our own dollar. Once we get that mindset, that mentality of the power in our dollar, then we can start bringing those things into our community. And that's why they say support black businesses need to support black businesses. But I'll take it a step further than that, because Master P said one thing that our people suffer is that we only want to cater to our black community. These other races are not just catering to their race. They're catering to all races. So if you want to flourish like them, you got to cater to everybody. You can't just cater to this group. Yeah, you want to start out doing that because these your people. But from there, you want to expand too. Don't just stay in this box.
Right. Okay, let's see. What speaking of mindset, I did want to talk on that. I believe that's the first thing that has to change. It's the mindset. Because if you don't have the correct mindset, nothing will happen.
You know what? We just came out with some oh man, I got it on me. You know what I'm saying? Unlearn. We have to unlearn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unlearn to relearn. And that's basically what Financially Lit had to do. We had to unlearn those things that we was conditioned that can, like, just growing up. Like, I can't, but it's talking like just even talking to my mom today about like I'm like, Mom, y'all ain't never thought about like making us as authorized users on your credit cards when we were kids? She's like, nah, I don't know if I would have trusted y'all like that. I'm like, not to have the car physically, but you know, we piggybacking off of, you know what I'm saying, y'all credit. You know what I'm saying? So when we get to a certain age, you know what I'm saying, we have this credit score. It's already together. We don't have to build it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the other races are doing. Why not? Why can't we do that? Because we see credit as something, man. I thought credit was like the worst thing ever to talk about, like 5 years ago. If I wasn't paying it out right, I just wasn't getting it. That was a poor person's mentality of thinking.
Yeah.
Instead of utilizing your credit, there's good credit and there's bad credit. You know what I'm saying? You have to have credit. You know what I'm saying? The credit, 800 credit score can get you anything.
Listen, credit is better than cash, man.
Hey, look,
better than cash.
I bought a car a few months ago. I've been paying off all that debt, and my interest rate was like, I think my interest rate was like 6.5, and then they ran it again. They dropped down to like 3.4. When I say my jaw was like, oh my God. I don't care what the price was on the car. I care about the interest car. Because y'all know when I had my little Ford Escape back in like 2010, that thing had a 29.9 APR rate on there. Yeah, that's how they get you when you young. I've learned that. I learned a lot from my mistakes. So when I sat the car, I was like, look, I ain't taking nothing over 10%. I ain't this and that. I know my credit. But when they came back with that 3 point, I was like, drive me off the lot right now, goddamn it. Like, let's roll. So I mean, credit plays a huge factor. And like, I'm teaching my wife, like, I'll be like, look, and she be getting frustrated with me. I'm like, well, because I got a big pet peeve. I'm like, don't swipe your credit card unless you have the money to replace it today. Yep. And Jay-Z, I believe Jay-Z is the one that said it. Like, if you don't spend $500 unless you got $500. Meaning, like, technically you should have $1,000. Yeah,
that's my thing. You gotta have 3 times.
So, like, don't be swiping the card unless you about to get some gas, and you know every week we do gas allowance. So go ahead, swipe so you can get a little bit of credit on there, and then put it back on there. But don't be going in there trying to buy two. You make a $75 payment, but then you swipe it and spend $125. What was the point of making the damn payment? You could have skipped the goddamn payment and just bought some damn clothes for $75 and called it a day. But instead, you put $75 on there, then you put $125 on there. That's like what, $200 something you just spent technically, plus interest. Yeah. Look, I'm in my feelings right now. Look, I'm in my feelings right now. Let me back up. I had a moment, y'all.
Somebody must have made
I think every card need to go to something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a secured credit card. That's just for gas. You know what I'm saying? I got this card. It's just for that. You know what I'm saying? Costco's cards, they come with rewards. You know what I'm saying? So always.
Hey, heard I was just talking about that Costco.
Man, listen. When you got kids, you just
in that Sam's Club, man.
Hey, look.
Yeah, so.
Costco, when I'm telling you, when you walk in, they say, "Hey, welcome to Costco." You gonna walk out with about $300 worth of stuff because of that first customer service moment. Like, so don't take no credit cards in there because you gonna swipe away like.
Swiper, no
and
swipe.
too, when you pan on that, you know what I'm saying, make sure you pan before the due date. If you pay 5-6 days ahead, you trick the report system. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So if you got it a little early, go ahead and put it, instead of paying on the 20th, pay on the 15th. You know what I'm saying? Check that credit report system. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else do it, we just don't do it.
Right. I definitely pay stuff. I pay stuff actually, which is funny, on the 1st and the 15th. If it's due later in the month, I pay it on the 15th, regardless of the date.
Yep. Look, you financially lit over there.
I'm trying to.
That's why you got that tie on. See,
hey, we came ready today. Popcorn for everything. We're ready to talk about this.
It's so much to talk about. Even going back to the vehicles, man. Like when people buy their cars and they go on all these dealerships and put them hard inquiries. Like,
man, killing your credit.
Get your pre-approval first. Then go and you don't gotta run nothing. I already got all this. You know what I'm saying? Already ready and set. Cause why? And then the payment.
So they got new ways to get you now. So what they do is, I learned this when I was buying my car. They got me just a little bit. I was like, nigga, stop. So I had to talk to them like a child. Stop. So what they'll do is they'll run your you do a pre-approval, and then you'll get approval, whatever. And then you'll go there to these lots, and they'll be like, "Oh, we got to run it again." No, you don't. I already got pre-approved. No. So this is how they'll get you. They'll say, "Oh," because a lot of times on your documents you don't spell out your full middle name. You put your first initial. So now they saying, "Oh, I didn't run your full middle name. I need to run it to make sure it's you." Nigga, no, you don't. My social security number is the same.
It's the same, bro.
Like, you don't need to run the middle name, goddamn it. Like, what'd you run it for? And they try to do me like that at the car lot, and I stopped and was like, "Stop," because y'all, what they trying to do is sometimes they trying to get higher interest rates, or they want you to put down a higher down payment on a car so they can get more money in their pocket. Nah, nigga.
Them down payments, they be tripping. They be tripping on them down payments. Like,
and it only makes a difference. The lady told us the other day, 15 cents, 20 cents difference, $1, $5.
For every 1,000 is only
$1,000.
like $10.
Yeah, it's $10, $20.
So nigga, you can take this $500 down payment and call it a day.
Go about your business. That's what I did. I mean, he was trying everything in the book with me. I said, no, this is what I got. This is what I'm willing to give, and that's it. Like, I mean, I want a car. I don't need a new car right now. I just want one. You know what I'm saying? Just to treat myself. But you want this sale? And he wanted that sale, and people still ask me, like, how did you do that? How did you get a whole 2020 Wrangler? You know what I'm saying? You ain't put nothing down but just the first month payment. That was it. I'm like, man, listen. I went in there with a plan already. I had it all mapped out already, so he had to do nothing else.
I did the same thing last year.
I be feeling bad when people be paying them. They put $7,000 down just to get a $600 a month payment.
Right.
I see the ones that may put down a big one if you like, say,
unless your credit is
you about to buy a Jag. If you about to buy a Jag and it's a $30,000 car, yeah, you might want to put $10,000-$15,000 down so you don't have no $700 car note. I get it, but shit, if you only I'm about to get a $10,000 car. My car note gonna be like $250, $300. You gonna take this $500.50 that I'm gonna give you, just in case I gotta cash app you. Like, goddamn it! So
I would have just took that 10 and just put it towards the payments. Like, I'm not about to give you 10 up front, dog. No. I don't know. I mean, it's different ways. It's definitely different ways to work the system. That was just something that worked for me, and obviously you found something that worked for you. So congratulations for the both of us.
Right. All right, fellas, y'all got anything for demo?
We definitely talked about a lot here.
No, I'm good.
Y'all know I'm about to be cutting a lot of clips tonight.
As you should. As you should.
Yeah.
Listen. Hey, old habits don't lead to new experiences. Step out on faith. Invest in yourself. Know the power of your dollar. You and people say not everybody is an entrepreneur. Exactly. Some people are just 9-to-5ers, which is okay. And you could be a 9-to-5er and still invest your money in other ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we talked about the 401k, the Roth.
Yeah, that was me. I was like that. I said 9 to 5. I'll work 9 to 5. I'm cool with it. I like my field. But what has happened is that as I'm getting older, I'm starting to listen more to what these executives talk about, these directors, and you start to hear those words a lot that says, "You're still young. You got time. Be patient." You got this. Then you see people leave and how fast they can replace you. Then you see like the way I've been in my field for so long, you can see like, man, and everybody keep telling me like, man, you got the knowledge, you know the resources, go ahead and start your own. It's just like, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to be out there and go in debt. But now it's just like, fuck it. Like, call my boys. What y'all trying to do? Hey, let's do it. If it work, it work. If it don't work, at least I can say I tried. And I know like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do anything. And that's where I'm at now. I'm just like, I'm done stressing out like, man, how the fuck I'm gonna pay a bill tomorrow? I don't care if it's non-profit, not profit. I just want to start something where I pay myself and I can help those that need it. Rather, we blow up on this podcast, right? We blow up on a nonprofit to help at-risk youth. Rather, I just fuck around and hit the strip club a couple times a night. And I don't know, but I got to get the money. So look at Jeremy, like strip club.
Even with,
every night, financially lit hoodie on, like.
He said he just want to be the DJ.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
He can't be the DJ. He gonna be like, coming to the stage. I'm like, this ain't gonna be right. This just ain't right.
Hey.
He gonna have his head down. This ain't right.
Even with nonprofits, because it sounded like you were one thing that scared you about it was how your bills gonna be paid. But the biggest organizations in the world are nonprofit organizations. And they are rich, you know what I'm saying? They put themselves on salary, you know what I'm saying? That's what you have a board for. So don't discourage that at all. Don't discourage yourself to do that, man. Fear is everyone's downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally just got over my fears. Like I'm doing whatever, man. If I got the vision, I'm just gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point now where even through COVID, you watch all these hardworking people put money in other people's business, working 9-to-5s for them to just get they job just taken from them. No one in the business don't care. They just I'm sorry.
Right.
You sorry? I gave you 10, 15 years. What you mean you sorry? You know what I'm saying? Like when you think of it in that, so you like, bro, I'm not working for nobody else. Somebody just do what I need to do and I'm getting it done. But if that's not your route, man, there's always different ways you can invest. You can invest in your friend's business. You know what I'm saying? So come up with a business plan like, oh, I got 10%. I got this amount of money for this amount back in percentage. Like, it's ways that you can go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? I say invest in yourself, invest in your people, and step out on faith. Step out on faith.
You definitely got to nowadays. Definitely have to.
Yep.
All right. Tell the people, you know, where they can find you, follow you, website, whatever you want to shout out.
Y'all can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Financially Lit 2, the number 2. You can find us on Facebook at Financially Lit. Our website is under construction. This is when I tell you I try to do literally everything. I literally try to do everything. I'm actually learning to shave time. So I might have to start paying some people, you know what I'm saying, to do stuff so I can get it done efficiently and effectively.
We might have some connections for you on the website thing. We might have some
man, you know, I know how to do it. I just don't be having the time, and that's my whole background. I majored in information technology, and I actually work as an engineer, so I know how to do these things. I just don't have time to just sit and just be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You know, building a website it's time.
Man, if you're building from scratch,
it's time consuming. But Side Hustle Saturday, make sure y'all tune in on Clubhouse. You will always get something from there.
My boys' basketball is just at the same time. Like we play, like we play some games like tournament, like AU, like we tournament. So by the time I get in, I'll be like, I want to join in. You know what? But they got an early game this week, so I'm in there. So because I know Vic gone. It's crazy, man. Like me and Vic don't even know each other, but me and Vic. So when I started following him when he went viral for a while when he graduated, and when he invested in stuff, and he got his PhD. But I was getting my master's, and we both was in Minneapolis last 2019 when we both graduated, and he was on stage. And then all of a sudden, I look on my phone, and he was going viral. And then I just commented and was like, "I'm here too!" Like, so we here. So, man, I'm definitely gonna chime in because I definitely follow him, and he's definitely inspiration, especially when it comes to finances and business, and he just keeps it going. And I can relate to him on so many levels with growing up and childhood. So I'm gonna chime in this Saturday. So if y'all listening, financially lit and Vic and all them, they definitely have all the knowledge and wealth on Saturdays on their group. Yes. So down if you got more info on that, people can tune in on that.
Side Hustle Millionaires. Our theme is Side Hustle Saturdays, but the actual room is called Side Hustle Millionaires. Me, Vic, a few other entrepreneurs. We open up the room and people literally ask whatever questions they want to ask. They have investment opportunities and they just stuck in the area. We will provide that information to try to help guide them. We had Galen Hughes on last week and he was repairing credit on the spot for free. So
yeah, y'all be in there going in, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. We be going to like 1 a.m. Like my eyes be bloodshot red. I'm tired, sleepy, but we gotta help our people. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of it. Me and Vic got something coming out. I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive prior to the bag.
And it's only for iPhone users only, not you Android niggas.
Hey, whoa, chill out.
Yes, no green bubbles. I love it. Yes.
So, no green bubbles.
So for,
Android Nation around here. You feel me?
So for our stock people or the ones that are not invested in stocks and are struggling on when to hop in, how to hop in, how much money they need, I experiment with my own portfolio. And I'm showing you all my moves, how I did it, why I did it, and how much I started with $300 just to do this experiment to show people that as little as $300 you can make some money just off penny stock. So it's called Prior to Bag. It's coming. It's a branch off. Like I said, we're trying to find everything within Financially Lit to still help our people. So Prior to the Bag is coming. Prior, PRYOR, if y'all didn't get that. Prior to the Bag is last night prior. So yeah, and then we're gonna help our people make money off penny stocks. That's what we're doing.
I'm interested.
That's big. Yeah, me too. I'm reading a book on penny stocks right now.
Heard I need that book.
YouTube Financially Lit. YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, the page is dope. Page is definitely dope.
Thank y'all. We shooting our commercial this weekend, so we real excited about it. And I can't wait to Dewan Battle. He actually does work for the 419 grind.
Okay. That's why I said that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he does amazing work. Man, he's a visionary, man. We came up with an idea. He came back. He was like, I want to take it to the next level. And he hit us with something so crazy. I'm so excited. I can't wait to shoot it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
All right. Well, definitely thanks for tuning in.
Y'all need some gear. Get with me.
Oh, for sure.
I'm actually about to buy another hoodie. I need another hoodie anyway.
I'm gonna get something.
These hoodies are really comfortable. And I got all black on today, all the way from the only thing I got black on yet is some Yeezys on my feet. Cause I think that's the only black tennis shoe because I'm not buying no Shacks.
You got Yeezys?
Not yet. About to.
You got Yeezys? You want to talk about me?
What's wrong with Shaq? He made millions too.
Man, Shaq,
he made the same millions as Jordan. And you know what's so crazy?
I don't even wear Jordans.
I use that as an example a lot. You know, so I don't mean to take y'all off topic, but when people like us growing up, we used to clown Shaqs. You know what I'm saying? But when we grow up, we like he made the same $1 million as Jordan putting it in Walmart and Payless. Like we just did.
All we see is dollar sign. We don't really care about like if Shaq would have had them motherfuckers in Foot Locker, we probably would be wearing them.
Shaq does have them in Foot Locker. That's what people don't get. That's the funny part. People will clown you because you went to the Walmart ones, but the Shaq Gnosis is still the same price as if you pay for the gloves or the, you know what I'm saying, the Griffies. And it's still the same price. So even his very first ones that just retro back when I was working at Finish Line, they were selling for $160, $170. And people are buying them. Like it's the same thing.
The difference is Shaq had a target audience and he went for that target audience. You have to know your audience. When people start in business, I think they try so hard to get to this certain group and they forget it's millions.
No, he went to the
out here.
He went to the Hispanics that buy them shoes in Walmart.
And Jordan, what they call them? They got Mexican Jordans.
Man, them Team Jordans.
They got them Cortezes.
Hey, listen. You got Cortez.
Yeah.
Them the big house stompers, man.
Right.
Man, y'all want to know what's so crazy? I haven't bought a pair of Jordans since like my early 20s, and I'm 30.
I've never bought a pair of Jordans ever.
I just hate how our community act towards those.
Thanks, guys.
They go crazy.
Just make me feel bad. Why don't you? Just
your black and red was back there.
What?
No, I see about 20,000-30,000 back there. You can go ahead and reinvest.
20,000-30,000 is not no 20,000-30,000. I wish.
I don't know.
You do got about 20,000-30,000 back there.
Nope.
I see some.
If you resell, you're gonna make hella money.
Every shoe's not gonna resell for that much above retail. Trust me, I know.
You look like
about
you got it suctioned in the plastic.
No, it's not suctioned on plastic.
Oh, if you got it in the plastic,
this whole podcast platform back there is dope. Look at this motherfucker look like a goddamn commercial over there. Like,
man, for real.
It's all about presentation, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I love it.
Right.
I mean, everybody talk about the beard. They be like, man, the beard be going down. I posted your picture on Instagram and your shit went viral. I was like, it's the beard. It's the beard.
It's the face.
But
the beard just helps.
Even if you don't sell the shoes behind you, obviously you're a sneakerhead. I bet you could probably create your own shoe.
I don't know about that.
A dope one at that.
Oh, shit. We gotta go into another conversation. Hurt, control it. Control it, Hurt. Control it. What do they need to do? They need to follow us.
Hey,
he gonna be laying in bed thinking about how he gonna design his shoe. Watch.
Exactly. He gonna be like, man, the King 8 shoe, but that's definitely a whole nother conversation.
It is.
But
I'm gonna stay on after this.
Definitely, everybody, like she said, and man, financially lit too. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all go to their YouTube. Man, it's some great information on there for real.
That's a fact.
Make sure y'all, cop the merch. I'm definitely finna cop some. Cop the merch. That Unlearned, that's gonna be my first purchase. I definitely need that.
And we customize too. You know what I'm saying? We customize. We cater to you. I know people like to match it with the shoes, the sneakers, sneakerheads.
Look. You done messed up. He about to get all the colorways.
Yeah, don't just think it, wear it. We gonna be financially lit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna cool. It's gonna be in our everyday life.
All right, make sure you follow Financially Lit too. Make sure y'all also follow us at New Millennium Culture. We on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and then our Twitter is Millennial New. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Smash the like button, hit the notification button, YouTube, all that. Share the video, and also tomorrow we're gonna have the audio ready. We are now on Anchor by Spotify. We still on the regular Spotify. We on TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of that. The audio will be ready tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. And if y'all missed this live, y'all miss any of it, y'all can rewatch it as well on Facebook and YouTube tonight.
And don't forget, next week it's Mental Health Week, and we got a therapist that's coming in. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Jeremy, you know what to do.
2 things. First and foremost, my do-rag is fire. I don't know if y'all caught that. It's Knuckles on one side, Sonic on the other. Throwback. Just like that, Hurt, drop the beat.
Thank you to all our listeners. Make sure you check out our social media platforms and our website. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with us. Please send us questions or topics that you would like to hear discussed. We'll see you next week. Peace.